Okay, today we're going to try and address one of the common issues for the Traxxas 4x4, and that issue is the wide opening that we have around the drive shaft. A way to close that up and to keep dirt and debris from going into it. And all we need to do that is a dollar store marker. I'm using a dry erase marker I found at the local dollar store, and a 10 mil bolt. So let's go ahead and get the body off this. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to remove the rear carrier and the drive shaft cover. So we've removed the rear carrier, the drive shaft cover, and the slipper clutch. So now how are we going to use this to repair that? Well, we'll show you how. First thing I have to do, I'm going to take this marker apart, get rid of the insides, we don't need that. Take a utility knife, I'm going to cut the front of it off. It's perfect size on this end. This end's got a little bit of a taper to it, but we'll just take a drill and open that up a little bit. Now we've got a perfect size, no modifications to it. It'll slide right in. Push it up, right up to the drive shaft. Then you want to back it off a little bit because you don't want it rubbing. So I'm going to use just a flathead screwdriver. Get it in there, back it off a touch. Now here's where the 10 mil bolt comes in. Usually for the front of the drive shaft cover there's a 6 mil bolt, so we use a 10 mil. It'll go down a little further, it'll get into that, and it'll hold it in place. But what we want to do is drill a little hole into the top of that new plastic drive shaft cover we've made, so the screw will go down into it. There's where the 10 mil screw comes in. Put that right down in here. Alright, on the 10 mil here, what you want to do, I've got the drive shaft reinstalled. I'm using the slipper clutch just to feel it. If you tighten it all the way, you'll actually come down on that axle and stop it. So you want to back it off a little bit. Enough that the axle's free and enough that it's still going through our new axle protector, so to keep it from moving forward and back. So I've got the cover reinstalled, the axle's in. Now one thing that can be a problem, a lot of guys have used metal shafts and stuff there, and the reason I like this one is, and I'll just go ahead, I'm going to put a battery in so that way we can use our steering. See, the problem we're going to have is when the steering is going to touch that axle thing and move it around. We don't want that. And a lot of guys are trimming off their steering servos, but I didn't really want to do that, something that's going to weaken it. So what we can do is, because it's just a thin plastic tube, take a cigarette lighter and warm that up. The Traxxas parts are fine, the heat's not going to bother them so much. But then turn it into it, give a little push. A little bit more. And we've just dented the side of it so that the steering servo won't be making contact anymore. And then we'll do the same thing to the other side. So there we have it. We've got 2 little notches on the side that are going to keep so our steering is free. Oops, there's my batteries down. And we've got a nice cover. It's pretty much sealed. The good thing about it too is we haven't had to drill any extra holes or take anything off our chassis. It's just all done. So we just got to put the whole car back together now and it's good to go. All right, we got the car all back together. There's our new drive shaft cover. Everything's nice and sealed up. And we're good to go. Until next time, happy bashing.